Okay, so I received an email asking for help on question number 19, and this is where you're given 2 points and you're asked to put it into point-slope formula, and then to translate it into slope-intercept form. So here are the points. I reminded you of the point-slope form, and you also need the slope formula. Remember, these are things you have to memorize. You will not be given these on the test, okay? So it's called point-slope form because you need a point and slope. So let's go find the slope first. Remember, this is where we named one of the points 1 and one of the points 2. So let's go find slope here. M, that's the letter we use for slope. This says go to the second pair and get the y value. Go to the first pair and get the y value. Over, go to the second pair, get the x value. Go to the first pair, get the x value. Remember, we use those parentheses just so we don't lose that negative. Well, minus a negative, that double negative, becomes a positive. We've talked about that. And so 2 minus 0 is 2. 1 plus 1 is 2. And then we reduce this here. 2 divided by 2 is 1. So there's our slope. We automatically now can fill that in here. And you may have one of 2 different point slope formulas. Let's use the first point first. So y minus y1. The y1 in this case is 0. So that would be y minus 0. We just found the slope to be 1, x minus the x value. Okay? Well, y minus 0 is just y. 1, you don't have to write the 1, you can leave that out. And then minus a negative, that's plus. So there's point slope formula if we use point number 1. Or you can use the second point. So it'd be y minus y1, you go grab that y point, equals, the slope is still 1, x minus x1. So either of these are point slope form. You do not have to give me both. You would just need to be able to give me one of those. Next, it said to translate this into slope-intercept form. I'm going to use this guy here. You can use either one of them. Actually, this one's closer to slope-intercept form, but I'm going to use this one since it's not. Okay, to get to slope-intercept form, that was our y equals mx plus b, right? You need a slope and your y-intercept. So go ahead and start this by distributing through your slope. Here that's not very interesting because it's just a 1. But 1 times x would give us x. 1 times a negative 1 is minus 1. We're getting closer. But y needs to be the only thing over here. So to get rid of a negative 2, we do the opposite. The opposite of a negative 2 is plus 2. This creates a 0 pair. So y equals x negative 1 plus 2 is a plus 1. Okay, so here's your point slope form. You need to give me one of these. Here's your slope intercept form. Excuse me. Questions, email me.